Hello folks, and welcome back to another lesson. In this one we're going to be looking at Come Bite the Apple by Mother Love Bone. This one is going out for Patreon Andy Bremner. Thanks very much indeed for your support, mate. If you don't know what Patreon is, check out the link below, etc. Help support this whole thing. So I massively appreciate it. This one actually is very timely too, because I think it's 31 years since this album was released. Quick note on tone. I've gone for something a little bit different today because I bought this this V4 Sheriff, which are made by Victory, who make the amp that I use on all my videos, basically. And I'm using that with a Jam Pedals Tube Dreamer just before it. But Sheriff on its own gives you these sort of plexi tones. But check out the Tube Dreamer into that, right? That's without, and with it on. Sounds awesome. Let's dive in and have a look, shall we? So the intro part goes like this. Rhythm guitar plays. And round again, okay? And at the end of it you extend out. Very bluesy little part in D. Yeah, so 8, 9, 7, 9. And it comes in on the 4th beat, so it's 1, 2, 3. And you got some classic Stone chords. Open D, 7, 7. Then you add your 3rd and 2nd finger on the 9th and 8th fret, respectively. Okay, then you've got another hammer on. And play that same thing again, right? So. Awesome, then you go down to the 5th fret. And then you're going to put your 3rd finger on the 7th fret. And then 5, 3. Then for the lead part, and I'm going to the neck pickup for this, you're going to play this. And that's it, okay? Pretty straightforward stuff, but basically I'm playing it all on one string, which is the G string. So here, I'm going up with my 1st finger, and then back down with my 1st. 1st and 3rd for the 5 and 7, right? This bit's a bit weird, because rather than going... So don't play that, what you want to do is play... So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But the note on the 7th fret is kind of pushed, right? So it's played a bit quicker. So it's... Alright, so just be careful of that. And then we're into the main riff, and this has got some just classic Stoneisms all over it, right? You got the... I mean, that is just him in a nutshell, right? And you can hear that a lot in any of the 10 recordings. There's loads of those types of fills, right? So it was clearly something he was doing a lot of at the time. Now, you can play it either up here on the 10th fret, or you can play it on the 5th fret. I've tabbed it there, so we'll do that because the fill starts on the next string up. So let's do that, right? So 5, 5, 3, 5. That's basically the riff. And then occasionally you'll play that, right? Just before the beat. But it's kind of peppered with some whacks and some slides. Again, very Stone-like. So it's got that just lush rhythmic style that he puts into a lot of that earlier stuff. So slowly. Two ways you can do this fill. 5-3-0 on the D, but then you can either slide up to the 7th fret, which is what I've tabbed. So again, or you can do this. Go to a D5 and then the C, right? That's the 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, and the 3rd fret on the A. Then you move that same riff to the 7th fret on the low E, right? And that there is just a variation again on the riff where you're going to go 7-5-0 this time. Then an octave on the B, so 2nd fret on the A string. Like that, right? Then you're going into the bridge part, which is a D major chord. And then you got this little fill as well, right? So that first time, so you play 1, 2, 3, which is a little sus4, right? So I'm putting my little finger on the 3rd fret on the top string. Okay. That is a double stop there. Bend tap, about half a step, and then you play the 7th fret, hammer on, pull off, right? Then round again. Then you've got this overdub going into the chorus, which is something like, sounds like that's what's being played. It's basically a G. Right, we're just playing the top part of it. I think the other guitar part then is playing. Something along those lines. So for the main chorus part, we're going to do this. And round again. And then back into that, right? So it's just twice round. That is basically a G major, right? If you take your 3rd finger off and put it back down again, you get that going on, right? I'm just playing the top part of it though. Then you've got this sus4, key to any Pearl Jam song. So you can see Stone was a fan of those back then too. Slightly different rhythm there. Then you've just got with that rhythm. And then finally again, which is just an F, right? So an F sus4. But again, just playing the top part of the chord. Play that round twice and then you come out of there. etc. Cool fill in the second verse, which is just a Jimi Hendrix chord played on the 5th fret. So you're going to play three upstrokes, down whack, pretty cool. Another fill when you play the second part of the bridge. And you got this fill, slight variation on the one we played before. Okay, so the first part's the same. But you're just going to play that at the end of it. Then after the second one, you got this slight variation which goes. And I think there's a couple of little artificial harmonics in there. So slowly. So bending up there, half a step, hold, pick, release. And again. Alright, and then you're back into the chorus. Then behind the solo you've got this. That's the same part played twice, so it's 4-4-2-4, double stops to a D5, right? Second time you hit the 2nd fret one again. Play that twice, then you move up to the 11th fret and do the same thing. And this time when you go into the bridge, you can actually hear clearer chords, right? And it's basically just 2 D chords. Well, D sus2 there, to C add 9. And then, so, that through. And then back into the chorus. The outro's got some really lovely parts in it, so let me play it through first for you. And on it goes. We'll pick it up again there in a second, but the first parts are very similar, and that is, so I'm flattening my first finger there on the 4th fret, and I'm on string 2, 3 and 4 there, and you're going to do that for the first beat, and this pattern is pretty much the same throughout this first bit, and then you've got a pull off 5 to 4, and then a hammer on and a pull off on the next string down, and the next string down, a hammer on, one of those. So the key to that is making sure that that is locked in position there, right? And then you want to be quite light with your fingers. Move it down 2 frets. Up to the 12th fret. There's an extra couple of palm mutes at the end of that one. Don't have to put that in if you don't want to. Then down to the 9th fret. This next one's the same. You go back to the 4th fret, but there is this at the beginning, and then you go to. So slightly different phrasing. Then back to the main bit. Now this time though, it varies because you've got this really bluesy, which is a hammer-on 13th to 14th, and then the 12th fret on the D, and then you alternate by going from the 12th fret on the D to the 12th fret on the G. But again, flatten your finger on the 12th fret there, and you just use your second and third fingers to do that. And you can lightly palm mute that 13th and 14th fret there, so it doesn't, you don't want it ringing out too much. Down one fret. Then you start to play this pattern which repeats, which is 10, 11. My first finger's flattened on the 9th fret this time. And you're going to do that part that we did like at the beginning, right? Where you play a double stop and your third and your second finger go down. And they come off again. So slowly. There's a little whack before you go to the 10th and 11th fret. Down 2 frets. Down another 2 frets. Little extra bit at the end there. Then you go, we're on the B now. Then you're on the 3rd fret and the 4th fret. For the A, right? Then the last couple of chords go from a G to an F sharp, which is... And then basically you're playing these chords. Which is B to A to G or to E. I think they're just played with like 8th notes. Then the 4th time you play. To end. So all I'm doing there is playing the B to the A, and then we go back up to our... And then you tag on that F sharp part. And then you go up to the 16th fret. So you're ending on a B, basically. And that's it. So I hope you all enjoyed that one, Andy. Thanks again for your support, mate. See you all again soon. Cheers, bye-bye.